Trapping plays a very important role in modern-day wildlife management. Professional wildlife biologists monitor fur-bearer populations to maintain a healthy and sustainable harvest of this important, renewable natural resource. Trapping provides recreation and income for licensed trappers across this country. Hoosier Trapper Outdoors is brought to you by Hoosier Trapper Supply, Leatherwood Creek Trapping Scents, HTS Productions, Hoosier Trapper Deer Scents, and Leatherwood Wildlife Art.
All right, welcome to episode 4, season 5, Hoosier Trapper Outdoors. On this episode, we will have check day 6 on the Arkansas Trap Line, our usual question and answer segment, our trap / product highlight, and our trap line tips are actually kind of built into the show in terms of when we're actually on the trap line. So there's always something there to learn, or that we're, maybe that we're throwing out there that we're using as our trap line tip.
Yep. We also like to add Chapter 7B for Diggers of America has a giant rendezvous here. It's a one-day event, Hoosier Trapper Supply. It's a great time. It's like a family reunion of trappers. Demo pack schedule all day. Free will donation lunch. We got things going on for the kids. You name it, we got it.
And also at the end of the day, we'll be giving away this gun to help benefit Chapter 7B. It's a 1860 Henry firing replica by Uberti, chambered in .45 Colt. It's an awful pretty gun. Be giving that away at the end of the day. So.
Kind of the Lonesome Dove gun.
Yep.
Showing my age for those of you that have seen the movie Lonesome Dove. This is this is the gun they carried, so it's pretty cool.
Yep. Don't need to be present to win, but you need to be present to put your ticket in the bucket.
By the way, Justin mentioned free will donation for lunch. The lunch is awesome. Pulled pork on the grill, big pot of stew over a fire, and like I said, it's free will donation, and it's good food. It's not just like hot dogs off of a cart, So, anyways, it's pretty awesome.
It's good stuff.
So I hope you enjoy the show. Check day 6. So far, we haven't caught anything. We've checked 19 traps. So we're actually getting ready to actually start the main part of our line. Our buddy from Arkansas, Jared, he's going to join us again today. We're getting ready to meet up with him and see how the rest of the day plays out. This is one trip that's been pretty unusual. We've had 2 days in a row that we did not have time to set additional traps. On both days, we had 2 big days catch-wise, and by the time that stuff all gets skinned and taken care of, it's dark. So, like I said, kind of unusual for us not to have time to add more sets and more locations. So, anyways, we'll take it the way it is. It's working. So, and we're catching basically about as much as we can handle for a day. So, anyways, we'll see how the rest of the day plays out. Hey!
Morning.
Morning.
How are y'all?
Good.
How about you?
Pretty good. Cold. Tired.
Uneventful so far.
So far. Well, that happened last time, didn't it?
Yeah.
We'll take it.
It happened yesterday too, and we turned out all right.
That over there, some years it's awesome, and some years it's kind of stale like this. So, I think just 2 grays and a coyote off of that road so far. That's it.
You leave Justin at the motel?
No, he's back here sleeping.
He's sleeping? Sleeping? All right.
Ah, we'll see what's happening.
Okie dokie.
Yep. He's a jumping one.
All right, we got a set right here on this pine thicket, right off the main road, connected this morning on this coyote. A couple days ago, there was a little bit of disturbance here, not much, so we knew there were definitely things in the area, and connected on him. So, top dog predator bait, vixen elixir, and coyote carnage. A little bit of bobcat urine. Alright, this set location right here is the exact same one we caught the coyote in. It's way off track down there in the ravine a year ago. And today we connected on this coon. You don't catch them very often up here, but this year we've caught, what, 2 of them already? 3, yep. So he likes the predator set, using vixen elixir and coyote carnage, and likes top dog bait too. So.
Talk about this location for just a second. It kind of looked good, and then we set it, and it kind of didn't look good. And there's the trail coming along here, but it's kind of open too.
Yep.
So I mean, we could just continue to check it. Obviously, after we set it, we didn't pull traps. So, but evidently it was okay. So Justin's got a gray fox over here in the trap.
Yeah, I just had a set just right here. And then Charlie's just a little bit further down. So
Yeah.
good deal.
Take care. All right, this is pretty exciting. This set is the same set that caught a gray fox, I think 3 days ago, and caught the cat here. This aisleway, including on the other side, has got everything going for it. Habitat, location-wise, it had gray fox tracks, bobcat tracks, and coyote tracks on it. So the gray and the cat so far.
No, I caught the coyote yesterday.
And Justin caught the coyote that was sitting up on top of that hill yesterday. So it's produced every animal that we're after. So that's pretty awesome. So just one of those locations where you just felt like you had to connect with something. We've got a couple others like that too, and we haven't connected on them yet. So if we don't connect on them by the end of the week, we'll definitely be scratching our head on that one. But anyways, we'll get this cat taken care of, and I'll show you the remake when we get it done, and we'll go from there. All right, here's the remake on the set that just caught the cat. As you can see, it was kind of pushed up area right here with the dozer or whatever. Anyways, I brought the rock in to kind of fill in that backing area underneath the dirt hole. Kind of made the best of it. Obviously, the gray fox had already kind of tore this up, which actually, had great appeal to it. The cat, even better. We got cat urine, the smell of that cat here. So hopefully, we only got 2 more check days. So hopefully, we've got enough time for something else to materialize or come by. But anyways, this is the remake. Obviously, tons of disturbance, tons of visual appeal, and then we also got all the scent appeal too. So definitely better than it was the day that we set it. All right, for this featured trap, and here's another one that's, it's like I said, we're going to kind of work on traps that are a little bit under the radar. I mean, everybody's pretty much familiar with traps, but this is a number 50 Victor conibear, and conibear is definitely sometimes it's used generically for body traps, but body trap is actually the generic term, and conibear is a brand name. But this is a Victor conibear. It's a number 50, and it is 4.5 by 3.5 inches. A typical 110 conibear, which is normally considered the smallest, is 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches in terms of jaw spread. So this is 4.5 by 3.5. So this will fit in those really tight areas. For those of you that do nuisance trapping, they have their place. you know, for squirrels or whatever. But this will fit in a really tight location. You know, maybe you've got a you know, bridge abutment that's got a, you know, very narrow pathway or something, you want to stick it in there or whatever. But anyways, something for you know, those specialty locations where maybe not a typical size conibear conibear body trap would fit, and you know, give you a little bit inch less to work with. The mink, muskrat, that kind of thing would be typically what the fur trapper would use this for, and of course nuisance trapping. It's, you know, it's got its place with squirrels and that kind of thing. So, anyways, something to think about. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Can't see them in the same shot, but they're up that road. We've got a gray. Right there is a gray. So Justin will walk you over to that one. I'll walk you up to this one and just.
He's just lounging, waiting until we got here. You know what he's saying right now? Thanks for the top dog and the predator gravy. Next time, bring the biscuits. Predator gravy, top dog bait, then a little finicky feline. He's feisty.
That is one thing about gray foxes. They are one. I think they got, like, you know how they got small man syndrome?
Short man syndrome.
Short man syndrome, whatever. I think gray foxes are kind of the same way. Action. All right, Justin's gray's there. He's going to remake that set. We'll show you the remake on that, and then while he's doing that, I'm going to walk you up and we'll show you this other gray fox. All right, second gray fox, and I might add, there's the set. And this set did everything but catch a coyote the other day, and it reeked of coyote. I mean, it peed on the whole thing. It just was reeking of coyote, and obviously didn't deter this gray fox from coming in and checking it out. So, pretty cool, double on grays, kinda, and same stop. Let's put it that way. So I'll get him taken care of, remake the set, and we'll show you the remake on that. All right, on this remake right here. That coyote that was in here the other day, like I said, it was all stunk up and everything. Look, we never made the catch, but anyways, the coyote had actually dug from the backside, and this evidently the fox or maybe something else dug from the backside again. So I'm just going to lay this log up here to kind of fill that in a little bit. The top dog's still down in the hole, and black gold and fixing elixir and some bobcat urine. So definitely these critters cannot resist that bait and lure. So. Anyways, cool. 2 gray foxes down, 1 stop. All right. Got the road right here, creek down here. So we got a couple different features working for us. The main road's right there. Jared's sitting there in the truck. And so we've got a lot going for us on this particular location. This set's been here, I think this is the 3rd day to check this anyways, connected with this coyote. Right around just basically right behind us, Justin caught a gray there yesterday. So clearly one of those spots. I think we've actually set this in the past, and neither this location or the location that Justin caught the gray in connected with anything, but certainly is this year. You know, timing's everything. If their animals don't come through when you've got traps set, then obviously they're not going to catch anything. So anyways, take care of him and keep on checking traps. All right, remake on the coyote set. The set was not too disturbed because he was on a drag, and the coyote was just right there, but he didn't really bother the set too much. I did drag this rock in to kind of beef up the backing a little bit. The bait was still in place. Everything's all good. So that's basically it. It's I'll call it a nondescript dirt hole since it doesn't have much of a visual dirt hole to it. But anyways, that's the set. clearly it's reeking a coyote back over here, but the set itself is not. So anything coming by here is definitely going to check that out. So, that's it. It's pretty cool. Actually, it's not pretty cool, but it's kind of unusual. Number 4 raccoon, second for the day. The cool part is the turkey biologist, we just saw him down here on the road. He's in here doing some studies trying to figure out where all the turkeys are. We told him we caught a coon. He goes, man, just catch all of them because they're the egg-eating kings out here for turkey nests. So he was really glad that we're catching all this stuff, actually. Bobcats, catching mature turkeys and all that. So anyways, benefits of trapping outside of just fur trapping too. So benefits other wildlife. All right, this is the set we just caught the coon in. You know, and sometimes coons absolutely destroy a set, and he really wasn't that bad on the set destruction. So here's the reconstruction, which like I said, went pretty smoothly. Redug the hole. I actually was able to get a hole in here. This ground here, right, fairly soft. So got more pronounced dirt hole. It's kind of blended in. Bait in the bottom, top dog bait. Tuft of pine needles in on top of the bait. Little bobcat urine back here on the back. Black gold and Vixen elixir. You know, this spot right here, Jake caught a gray fox just right behind Justin there yesterday or 2 days ago. But man, this just looks like an awesome spot here for about anything really. And once again, it's just kind of cool to see the turkey biologist out here working on a study on turkeys, and it's like, man, catch all those coons you can, because they are turkey egg nest eaters, that's for sure. So, but anyways, that's the remake. All right, check day 6. I'll tell you, we've had 3 good days in a row. I mean, no complaints at all. We had 2 light days, day 1 and day 3, and then man, the last 3 days have just been barn burner. So today, 2 coyotes, 3 gray fox, 2 coon, and a bobcat. So that makes bobcat number 4. Coyotes, I think we're at 14. Gray fox, we're at 14, and an unusual catch of 4 raccoons. So
yeah,
pretty
we usually
neat.
Either have 1 or 2 or none.
Yeah, yeah. And that one is like an Indiana coon. It's a big old coon. So big old boar coon. He's been around a while. We've got some rain coming in tonight, so we'll have to see how that affects us for tomorrow's catch. You know, typically on nights like this at home, it would be good. You know, we got this coming through. It's not cold out, but it's not warm out either. It's clouding up. You know, typically animals move really well on nights like this, but I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow how that all plays out. But for going into Friday, which is our final day, so we'll have to see how the much rain we get during the day tomorrow morning and stuff, and how that affects us for our Thursday night, Friday morning catch. So. That's yet to be seen, obviously, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. So,
yeah, you can already tell it's settling in. It could start possibly sprinkling any time based off what the radio and they're saying, but no sunshine today, so you can feel it coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those damp, cold days, So, but anyways, we've got to do some skinning. Both of these coyotes are nice coyotes for down here. So. And the cat is probably it's not a big cat, but it's spotted up real nice. Pretty cat. So we may keep it for a taxidermy mount, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's it. I don't think we'll be able to set any more traps today. It's late enough in the day. By the time we get this stuff skinned, I think that's probably it. Which is, like I said, here again, pretty unusual for us not to be setting traps after we get done skinning. But anyways, it probably ain't gonna happen. So we're probably pretty much at our 111 traps set. So anyways, that's where we're at. Keep you posted and see you tomorrow. All right, for this question and answer segment, we get questions about our how many pounds of pressure we have on our trap pans. We do not use a floppy pan, and I've addressed this before, but it bears reminding. It's pretty important. Typically, we are in the 2.5 to 3 pound pressure range. We normally just go by feel, and obviously you just tighten this bolt and nut
part of the trap to get that pressure. You can use the trap testers on these if you'd like. I pretty much go by feel, just by years of experience of adjusting traps. One thing on the Minnesota brand, which we've discussed before, it's got the posi trip type pin, and it also has the night latch on it. They are preset at roughly 2.5 pounds, and that's fine. That's a good pressure, all around pressure. As you've seen, when we're in the South, we trap a lot of gray foxes, and I mean, if we weren't worrying about coyotes and we weren't worrying about bobcats and that kind of thing, we would probably go to a lower pound pressure. And if we were only trapping fox, we would be using like a 1.5 coil spring. So it's kind of it's a mixed line. You could catch anything from fox, coyote, and bobcat on those land traps down there, and that's kind of what all of us run into nowadays. Is there's rarely an area in this country now that we don't have coyotes. So that's kind of where that pound pressure comes in. If you have your pressure, you can go clear up to 4 pounds and eliminate some of the smaller incidental catches. But the pound pressure of that trap, to fire that trap, is very important. And the idea is that if you get a little pressure that it takes to actually fire the trap, is that foot of the animal is in the trap. You're not catching toes and that kind of thing. So very important. Talk about Top Dog Predator bait. Obviously, I've talked about it in the past. I'm going to talk about it again. It is our go-to bait, and you'll see, on the show, that's the bait that we primarily use, or is the one that we use. It is based on bobcat meat. That's the only similarity to it and the Bill Nelson formula, which has been remade by a number of lure makers. There was no reason to work, to make that again. So we've taken bobcat meat, both aged and fresh, mixed the two together, and then added our own blend of additional ingredients to it. It has worked excellent for us, and worked excellent for a number of trappers, over the past few years. With the feedback that we get is pretty amazing, actually. So anyways, the idea of the bait is what keeps the animal at the set long enough to get caught. So, probably they're smelling the lure first. The urine, of course, is the fear eliminator, and the marking of territory as well. So, where your dog pees in the yard, every dog that comes by is going to check it out. It's kind of the same idea with the urine. And then the bait is what's going to keep them there long enough to get caught. And on a dirt hole set, when you dig, the deeper you dig your hole, that's another advantage of that bait being down in the hole. That's another advantage of keeping that animal there even longer to work on that set to get to that bait to get caught. So anyways, if you haven't tried it, you might consider it. It's definitely performing very well in all parts of the country, and I think you'll find it a definite benefit to use. All right, the new catalog, hot off the press, available now. Those of you that are on our mailing list and have ordered from us will receive one. If you are not, you're certainly welcome to have one. They're free. You can give us a call at the shop. You can request one through our website by way of email. If you register on our site, you'll get a catalog, and then you will also receive our email newsletter. This is our 40th year. It's hard to believe. I started Hoosier Trapper Supply when I was still in high school, my senior year, so been around a long time. This is the very first catalog that was produced in 1976. It was showing my age. For those of you who can remember the old mimeograph machines before it wasn't even that was the way things were copied back then. So this was actually a mimeographed catalog that we put together from years and years ago. So just out of interest, for a 110 Conibear Victor brand body trap, they were $24 a dozen and $2 a piece. So things have significantly changed over the years. But anyways, new catalog's available, and like I said, you can get a hold of us for a new one. Be glad to send it to you. If you would like to print your own, we do have that available on our website. Just print your own catalog, hit the button, and it'll take it to your printer, and then you can actually print it yourself. So, anyways, I'll be glad to get one to you.
Join us on September 30th for an all-new episode of Who's Your Trapper Outdoors.